Hello everyone, I'm Nadine and I'm the makeup artist from Gig. Welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at concealer, and to be more precise, under eye concealer, and we're going to look very slightly at some face concealing as well. So let's go. Okay, firstly I'm going to take a concealer for under my eyes that's one shade lighter than my foundation and skin tone. This is because I want to brighten this under eye area here. Dark circles is not something I really suffer with personally, but if you did, you could opt for a yellow undertoned concealer if they were very bruised dark circles, like those purpley blue kind of tones. If they've got a lot more red in them, again a yellow will help with the redness. And then if they're really dark, like they're coming right around, they're very blue, you can opt for like a salmony pink shade. I've got this kind of shade here. That would be a good colour. It's a little bit too much though, so I would mix this in with your under eye concealer, like this kind of shade. But when I mean salmony pink, when you swipe it on your hand, it will look like it's got a pink tinge to it, and that will help as well. So, how I'm going to do this, I'm going to take my concealer and I'm going to dot here and there. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to pat that like that until it's blended. The more you practice, the faster you'll get at it. What I don't want to do is start patting and doing all this around here, because all that's going to do is move the product all around away from the problem area. I've just got a slight issue with darkness here. And then I'm just going to bring it and pat. Can you see how that's just brightened that area there? I'm going to do the same the other side. And just blend that in, and that's literally all I'm going to do for that. And then what I'm going to do is take my foundation brush with whatever's left on it and just gently dab the edges that I've blended this way, just so it blends in really seamlessly with the foundation I've applied. Now for face concealer, I'm going to go for something that matches my foundation. I'm just going to conceal here, which is a little spot, and I'm just going to tap. And then go over with the brush and gently press. The reason I'm pressing is because if I buff and blend the edges in, it's just going to blend all the product away. And we're trying to pinpoint conceal on the face. And a tiny touch around the nose, nothing major. And I'm going to go back in. You can do it with a brush or a sponge. Make sure the sponge is damp so it doesn't soak up all of the product. A brush you can try and use is just like a smaller version of a kabuki. They tend to be slightly fluffier though, just so you can really get that blend going on. But it's really that easy. It just requires a bit of patience, and you can build. So if you think you've still got some darkness showing through, you can go back in and put another little bit on top of that as well. Same technique. Now I'm going to very slightly set my concealer, because it does tend to move around on me, with a translucent powder and a crease shadow brush. Just taking a very small amount of product and swirling it on, tapping off, and I'm just gently going to set that concealer in place like so. Just a very small amount. And I'm going to do the same for concealer I put on my face. I don't powder my face because I have very dry skin, so it's not necessary for me to use a powder. But if you were to do your foundation and your concealer, this is the stage where you could powder, providing you're not going to use any more cream products. But that is literally it. It's really easy. I don't use a lot of product, I use bare minimum. I like to keep it quite natural looking so that it looks nice out in daylight as well. Like I said, make under eye, you can go one shade lighter. If you go too light, you could end up looking very ashy under the eyes and it not merging with the foundation very nicely. You get this line and it looks very drag. And then for the face, I just made sure it was the same colour as my foundation and then blended it in. Okay, so that was really short, that one, but give it a go. Let me know what you think. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask and I will answer them as best as I can. And I'll see you on the next one. Have a good day. Bye bye.